landfill disposal rates is item 23, the cost of service rate design study that was completed in July 2023. Actually, we started this about a year ago. Our first preliminary study was given to the city of Lufkin so that they could comment and ask questions. So this is no surprise to them as well. The proposed rates, there is a chart and an order that goes with that. I lost my order. Oh, there it is. So the proposed rates are looking at the entire county, not just the city of Lufkin. It's every commercial rate in the city. And I have a service that picks up my trash out in the county. I'm just letting you know I'm gonna have to pay that increase too. So there's rates that go from 2024 to 2027. And we're gonna adopt these rates as presented, maybe. And we can always come back and modify those depending on actual occurrences and what is happening. Depending on our collections, what kind of volumes we're taking in, all of that can change those rates. And so it's a possibility that these rates may be come back and modified in the future. So there's an in-county and an out-of-county. If you don't live in the county, we're gonna charge you more for disposal. There's only so much volume in that landfill. So the more garbage we take in, the more volume we use up, and the more future expense that has to occur to maintain that landfill to expand it. So we're trying to take that into account in what we're doing. Because we know we've got significant expense coming up in the near future. We'll provide these rates on our website. I don't, unless y'all want to read every one of these rates, there's considerable few amount. So the county is charged by cubic yard. So depending on your cubic yards, whether it's compacted or uncompacted, medical sludges, grit trap, contaminated soils, things that we collect. The city of Lufkin is charged by the ton. That was something negotiated many years ago, and there's scales there where we measure their trucks, we measure their load, and determine that cost. And then for county residents, I will go over that. That cost in 2024 will be $6.50 a cubic yard, and it goes from in 2025, basically 10% every year to $7.25, all the way to 2027 of $8.75 per cubic yard.
I know we talked to the city of Lufkin. We talked to the county outside the city, the people that pick up outside the city.
I haven't. I don't know if
Piney Woods.
Chuck, you want to come up? Come on up here. Chuck Brooks, he's the manager for our landfill director. Was there any discussion on rate increases with those other entities that collect garbage throughout the county, like Piney Woods or My Trash?
Just a 10% increase across the board.
But you informed them of that?
Are they aware of what we're doing? Piney Wood.
No, not yet, not till
Okay.
it's, I mean,
All right.
everybody knows there's gonna be an increase, but nobody knows what.
Okay.
The increase won't be set until the day.
Okay.
Any other questions of Chuck?
We've had an interlocal agreement with the city. What type of agreement do we have with Piney Woods and the others? Nothing.
We don't have any.
It's just a month to month, so we can go up when necessary.
Correct.
What I would recommend and what I would propose to put into any new agreement, that any increases that the county does do not need to be arbitrary. They need to be based on a rate study. So typically, the operation would be every 5 years or so, you do a new rate study to see where your expenses are compared to what you're charging. And obviously, if that gets out of whack and we're not getting to where we need to as far as revenue, we can always do that rate study earlier.
Motion to approve.
Well, like we talked about before you get there,
Yeah.
there is a $5 additional charge per cubic yard to any contractors from, just say we have a hurricane or a disaster area, something here. Keep contractors from coming in Angelina County and taking jobs away from Angelina County. Wasn't in the rate study. I don't know how it got missed, but there's a $5 extra cubic yard for contractors coming out of county to Angelina County, taking jobs away
So
from.
that charge is not being changed by this order, so that would stay the same.
That's what now?
That charge is not being changed by this order.
Correct.
So that would stay the
It
same.
stays the same, but I didn't know if any of y'all even knew about it.
So that's existing now.
Yes.
It's existing
So
now. It's
it'll
not
continue.
changing, it's not going up, it's just a,
I have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, any other discussion? Y'all violate Robert's rules of order. Okay, hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Chuck.
Thank you, Chuck.
Thanks, sir.
Item 20.